He collided with the mainstream around the world with the song Riptide. His new album hit #1 on the ARIA chart. He's played Coachella, he toured with Taylor Swift, of course, and arenas and stadia all over the world. And now he's playing dates on home soil. I had the pleasure of catching up with James Keogh, also known as Vance Joy. What a year you're having. You're playing arenas, which are all, all but sold out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this Saturday coming, we're playing Rod Laver to a sold-out crowd, which feels weird. Like, I drove my car into the arena, and I'm just like, well, I'm playing Rod Laver. Like, it just doesn't feels crazy because it's usually just me and my guitar, and it's kind of stripped down acoustic music. And I was really encouraged by the fact that it can work in that, that big room.
Lady, running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you.
Of course, Taylor Swift handpicked Vance to be special guest on her last world tour, meaning he had to learn to switch from playing smaller venues to those massive stadia.
I was scared looking down at my feet before I started playing before Taylor Swift, and before a show her dad just said, walk out there, smile, take your time, you don't have to rush through, just smile and say, hey, I'm Vance Joy. I never thought about doing that. When you're like in Melbourne playing small club shows, you can mumble, and it's kind of that kind of thing of like, you're a bit more indie and you just look at your feet and just play the songs and want to get off stage. And so that kind of opened a door for me where I was like, oh, I can engage, and then that's kind of led to feeling more comfortable telling the stories between songs and just being myself.
What is it that keeps your feet on the ground?
I'm not getting too far ahead of myself, and my head isn't in the clouds. And then my friends and family, I think, like, if I feel like they feel like I'm talking or telling, I don't know what it is, but my sister will, bring me back down to earth.
So there are times you think you might be getting a bit ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not like, bring me my water and where's my shirt? But it's like, I just think the more time I spend in Melbourne, especially this last month, like I go and get a haircut, and they're like, wait, and I'm like waiting for 45 minutes, and I'm like, oh, cool, like. No one cares. No one cares if I'm a singer or not.
Know who I am.
They don't. Yeah, they don't. No, they don't. Definitely don't know.
He is so refreshingly down to earth. What a lovely man he is, and that voice and those songs. Vance's tour continues in Sydney tonight, then back to Melbourne, another show at Rod Laver Arena, Adelaide, Brisbane and Freo. Double shows in each city. Incredible business he's doing. Few tickets left. You can get them at Ticketek. The album Nation of Two is out now. And that's what it looks like.
Oh, as talented as he is, likeable.
Isn't he a sweet
Yeah,
sweet
grounded.
man.
Love that.
I love that song, Fire and Flood.
Oh, beautiful. Love them all.
What's his real name again?
James Keogh.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was a footy player, AFL player.
Of course he was. Yeah, I know that.
Cool.
Good to see you two reunited, that's for sure.
Yes, I've missed you, Timmy.
Let's have a look at the